And in Nigeria, the stage is set for the Asiwaju of Remo Christians Choir Festival, an annual celebration that brings together church choirs and choral groups from across the country. Now, in its fourth edition, the festival has grown into a unifying platform for promoting faith, discipline and moral development among Nigerian youths. This year's theme is With the Voice of Singing. At a press briefing held by the festival's Board of Trustees, the founder and host, Senator Daniel, highlighted the festival's vision of inspiring positive values through music. The executive secretary of the board, Bidemi, also announced that the event is scheduled to hold on July 6, 2025, with a lineup of spiritual, musical and social economic activities.
Once you develop passion for something, people who are passionate about footballing, for instance, you know that if they wake up in the dead of the night, they are ready to speak football. Whatever you do in life, once you are passionate and you are driven by the right motives, the motive for me is how to support as many people as possible in various ways. Educationally, in terms of employment, in terms of development, scholarship, training, all sorts of things. And that's what I think our responsibility should do as a people.
The festival actually started about 4 years ago, but before then, it has always been a part of a Thanksgiving service, an annual one, which started about 20 years ago. But we separated the two events in 2022 after I was consulted. And the program has grown in leaps and in bounds, since then. Before now, we used to have about 6 choirs competing, but now we have 9 competing. And just aside those who are competing, we have those who are observing. We have 21 choirs coming this year. And in total, we have about 860 choristers.
We're looking to explore partnership opportunities with gospel recording labels. Just like one of the guests asked a question about having the winners record their songs. So we're looking to explore such an opportunity. You would agree with me that a lot of these secular A-list celebrities started from the church and they own record labels. So we want to see an opportunity where we can take them as, for tutelage purposes, and they can use their studios to record their songs, just like all those other A-list music competitions that we watch across our TV stations in Nigeria do as well. We look forward to that as well. We're open to that partnership.
Now, Bidemi Oyesanya, a senior advocate of Nigeria and a member of the Board of Trustees of the Remo Choir Festival, joins us now to talk more about this. Thank you for joining us. Good afternoon.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
A very interesting event from what we saw on that report. And I'm wondering what motivated or inspired the founding of this Remo Christian Choir Festival, and why was it named after Asiwaju of Remo?
Yes, as you might have heard from Dr. Ashaolu, it started actually as a family Thanksgiving, a private family Thanksgiving of Daniel, the former governor of Ogun State. When he was in secondary school, Baptist Boys High School in Abeokuta, he was a member of the choir. As a matter of fact, he was the school pianist. So he grew up practically in the choir.
Interesting.
And so it became a passion for him. And then about 20 years ago, he started having this family Thanksgiving, inviting choirs to join him at his church in Shagamu. A church actually built for his, in memory of his late father, Remo Adibola, his late father. And about 4 years ago, he had a vision to make it grow bigger. And so he started inviting about 6 choirs who would come along and have this competition from all over. And as you have heard, this year there are 9 choirs. And now, this time, they are not just choirs from around Ogun State, Lagos State. They are from all over Nigeria. As I speak with you...
I thought I heard 21.
No, there are 9 choirs competing.
Okay.
There are about 12 other choirs participating. We call them participating choirs. Observing choirs, sorry.
Okay.
They are just there to observe. Out of 1 or 2 of them might qualify next year for the competition.
Okay.
But the ones who are qualified this year are 9 of them, including the choir that won last year, the Emirate from Akure. Automatically they qualified. And then the host choir, the church choir of Abraham's Tabernacle, that's what we have in Shagamu. they also qualify, then 7 other choirs. So these choirs will be competing this year. And then we are open. A choir is coming, as I speak with you, a choir came in from Anambra State. They just arrived in Djibouti, where we are giving them hotel accommodation. So
the cuts across tribes.
The cuts across tribes. As a matter of fact, we are looking to go international. Because there's a festival coming up in Krakow, Poland, in October this year. We are hoping with the sponsorship that we might get, that the winning choir this year might be sponsored to go for that festival to represent Nigeria. That's how big the vision is. And then we have a lot of sponsors now who are showing interest in taking up sponsoring the competition year in, year out. Unlike before I went to a Just Take by Otubabungadane, that was really sponsoring it and all of that. So,
very good. Now, the Christian Choir Festival has been described as a platform for societal healing for young people. That's according to yeah. So how would you interpret that statement?
Yes, it's a very profound statement. I would use myself an example. I practically grew up in the choir. I've been in the choir since I was about 7, 8 years old. And I grew up there. I'm still in the choir. As I speak with you, I'm the choir master. And that's why as a matter of fact, I'm the choir master of the Christ Apostolic Church all over the world now, as I speak with you. So I still find time. And it shaped my upbringing. It shaped my upbringing. In the choir, you have a lot of discipline. There are rules to follow, regulations to follow, and there are things you must not do. And so when you go into society, these things go with you. There's a decorum that you observe. There are things. We were all from Christian homes, and we knew that even when we were in school, we were a bit rascally. We had boundaries. You knew what you should not do, what you should do. Like we say, we know the children of whom we were. You know, so that's part of the training it gives to you. And if you the choir is the catchment area for a lot of young people, male and female. So if you can catch them at that stage, not that they are not old people in the choir, but mostly they are young people. And if you're able to give them this discipline and they imbibe it, the society will be the better for it. So I saw where he was coming from, and it's absolutely correct. It's a very profound statement, and I wish you could have more of it.
So as a trustee in this particular, choir group, what has been your own role in shaping the vision and sustainability of the event?
Yes, as you have been told, I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, and I'm also one of the judges, actually. Yes, okay. I'm one of the judges.
So is it like a Project Fame thingy where people come to showcase?
You might call it that, but this time in the Christian environment.
Yeah.
We have church choirs coming there. We have private choral groups coming to perform. So not just church choirs, private choral groups coming to perform also. And so we have tried to guide this process from year to year. I joined in 2022, I believe, when the formal thing started. And so from that time, we've been contributing our quota in a little way to the progress of the choir festival.
Sorry, so what I think you're looking out for in these youngsters who would be singing?
We have a set of criteria which we have given to them before now. They are all working towards it. We want to look at choral balance. We want to look at their diction. We want to look at their intonation. We want to look at audience reaction to them. We want to look at the balance of the choir. We want to look at
balance in terms of gender.
No. Balance. There's something in music called balance and blending. There's a group of people singing. We have the parts, also alto, tenor, bass.
Okay.
When you listen to them, they must balance and they must blend. There's a way we judges we look at those things. So they also know. So they work towards it. Some of those things we are looking to look for. We have about 6, 7 criteria that we are going to them, that we're going to be judging them by as far as they sing. We give them the same pieces to sing, but we give them the latitude to sing a piece of their own. Yeah. We watch what there are hymns, and there's an anthem, for example, that they're going to sing with the voice of singing, and that's the theme of the competition this year. They are all going to sing that anthem. All of us will listen which of the choir is going to do it best. Yeah. They're going to sing a chant, for example, the same chant. We give them the same chant by the late Mr. Kawadione. So we're going to listen to them. They now have a number of their own, whether in Yoruba, English, whatever, that they will do, which we will listen to. And so we'll score them. And I can tell you, 25 million naira is up for grabs this year. Unlike the previous year, the first choir will go with 5 million naira. The second choir will go with 3.5, then 2.5. In fact, every choir really will go on with something. All the 9 choirs. The last choir, the choir that comes ninth, will go on with 500,000 naira. Then the observing choirs, so the ones that will go on with 500,000 naira. So nobody is going to come to this competition and go back empty-handed. We want to engender that spirit of competition that does not, at the end of the day, make you feel left out.
Indeed. Now, beyond the festival, what comes next? I was listening to one of the respondents talk about the prospect for recording deals in that regard. Yeah. So, is there something you're looking towards that they could either, get the winning choirs to get a record deal and probably, do something in that nature?
Well, with the Board of Trustees, I have not really gone too deep into that, but it's not an impossibility. Like I told you now, we're even thinking of sponsoring the winning choir to Poland later in the year. So these are possibilities, really. But I would not say that now that we have actually sat down to discuss that, this recording level. But yes, why not? If we find a group that have done very well and they get some sponsorship to do some recording and all of that in that genre of music, why not? Why not? We want to promote choral music. We want to promote choral music. So whatever we need to do to promote it, I'm sure we'll be open to it.
You've been talking about money. 25 million is a lot of money. Where are you getting the funds from?
Well, like I told you, we had some sponsors this year. And I don't know if I should say this, but it probably has left a hole also in the Senator Daniel's pocket. But we also had some sponsors here and there, and all that. We're hoping to have more. We're hoping that with this year's competition, when other companies, corporate bodies see it the way it is, we'll have more sponsors and we won't have to.
Very good. I wish you all the best in this year's competition.
Thank you very much.
Particularly Bidemi on Oyesanya, a member Board of Trustees of the Remo Choir Festival. It's good to have you with us on Newsday.
Thank you for having me.